What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of Otako. Are you guys excited? Because I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm so excited.
Oh, fuck.
No, you landed on it, you cock.
This
Oh, you hit that one on the
No,
way
you
down.
didn't.
How you gonna tell me what?
Sorry about that, guys. I got myself all excited, and I fainted on Alex. But the reason why I'm so excited is that the new anime season is out. The 2015 summer anime season is out, and I have my top 5 shows. I really like these shows. The way I decide which shows I'm going to follow, which shows I'm not, I watched the first 3 episodes. I know most people watch maybe 1 or 2, but the reason I watched 3 is because this one show came out called Madoka Magica, and that show didn't get started, didn't get the ball rolling until like episode 3. So that's why I do that. Starting off my list with number 5 is Ranpo Kiten, Game of Lapis, or Lapis? I don't know how to say it.
He wants you to put the name in there.
Don't waste time with that bullshit.
This anime is a thriller/mystery where the main character gets himself into some hot water, gets in some trouble. He gets accused of a murder, and he has to figure out if he's, the actual murderer. He says he's not, but find out. The reason why I like the show so much is that the main character, you can tell he's somewhat off. He's very smart, he's very cunning on what he's able to pick things up, oh, there's a little clue here, a little clue there, but at the same time, you kind of get that feeling like, something might be a little off with him, he doesn't get the joys of everyday life, he needs to be in trouble, he needs to be the main suspect of a crime to have fun, it's kind of weird type shit like that. So I'm really enjoying just to see where it's gonna go next. The only problem I have with it is that he's a little bit too much like Batman, kind of figuring things out, you know how Batman figuring things out all crazy, a little bit too much. Only Batman can do stuff like that. By the way, the other thing is that they say he's a guy, but he straight up acts, sounds, and looks like a girl. So I'm just kind of confused, and I feel kind of weird sometimes. The next show on my list, number 4, is called Gate. It's about this guy named Itami. I think that's right. Oh, John, please put the name here for me. But it's modern day Japan. Our main character wants to buy some manga, and next thing you know, this portal comes out of nowhere, and he's all like, "What's that portal?" And then a bunch of monsters and fantasy creatures come out, dragons. Start fucking shit up, killing everybody, just craziness on the streets. The Japanese military is able to stop them, but now they're start moving into the portal and see what's going on with that. Why are they getting invaded by this fantasy land through this portal? It's called Gate because of the portal. Gate! The reason why I like this show is because it takes 2 elements and it's combining them kind of clash of things, it has the military type style, the guys have their guns and their soldiers, and they have tanks and all this other stuff, going against fantasy creatures like Vikings and dudes with bow and arrows and pig dudes and dragons. So just crazy stuff going on. It's really interesting to see how they take an army and interact with these fantasy creatures. It's very interesting to see. And also there's a crazy ass gothic Lolita with this giant axe, death scythe axe thing, and she's crazy, just killing everybody. It's really cool. Really looking forward to see what they do with this show next. Moving on to number 3 on my list is a show called Prison School. This show is a comedy and it's completely insane. It's about this guy and his 4 buddies. They go to a newly co-ed school, so it's just a bunch of girls. They're all psyched, they're like, I'm about to give me some booty, give me some titties, some coochie. But they get too horny, and they try to peek at them, to the locker rooms, get caught, and then they get sent to prison. But the thing is, the prison is inside the school. What the fuck? This show is just completely bonkers. The people who run the prison it's a student council, which is run by 3 girls, and they abuse and torture these guys. And when I first was watching it, it was funny. But then I felt bad for them because they were getting their ass beat. Like, they were getting punched and kicked and stomped on, just fucked up shit, stuff you would not do to another person. And then I was like, the fuck is going on? This isn't right. But then the guys who were getting abused, they were like, I like this shit. Threw me completely off. So what I did, I went to the bathroom, turned on the faucet. I washed my hands from this fucking show. Number 2 in my spot is this show called School Life, where it's about these 4 high school girls who are trapped in their school while there's a zombie apocalypse going on. It's a really interesting concept. The show is portrayed like really moe, very cute and all that stuff, but underneath they have like the zombies and stuff like that. It's really good. It's really good. It's very interesting. They're kind of doing something that Madoka Magica did with Magical Girls, but this time it's just with moe high school cute characters. You can tell there's something off. They don't outright tell you that something's going on underneath, but you can see it. You can pick it up. And also, end of episode 1 is just, it floored me completely. So immediately after episode 1, boom, hooked. It's a really good show. And my number 1 spot is the show called Gangsta. It's really good. It has a very Black Lagoon feel to it. You guys know Black Lagoon's another great anime where it doesn't portray the characters as good guys, but at the same time they're not bad guys. They're just people living their lives, and you know they might do a lot of stuff that might be illegal, like killing people and prostitutes and drugs, and a lot more killing of people, dealing with gangsters. That's what the show deals with, and you follow 2 guys. Don't remember their names, but if you can put their names right here. The show follows 2 guys who they're called handymen. So you kind of hire them and they do stuff for you. Like you need someone to be taken out, or you need someone beat up, like John.
Yeah.
There's many reasons why I like the show, but one of the main reasons is because where we have so many shows out there that are very moe friendly or very heavy on moe, this show is doing the exact opposite. It doesn't shy away from violence. It doesn't shy away from, pretty dark topics at times. It's kind of in your face, and it's like, hey man, this is what I am, deal with it, type of thing. So it's really cool. At the same time, the characters are very interesting. You really get into these characters. I mean, I'm only 3 episodes in, and I'm really liking these characters, and there's no exposition the way other shows do it. Looking at you, fucking Naruto, I fuck. What this show does is that it gives you hints of like pieces of information here and there throughout dialogue between characters, which is, I fucking love that, because you feel you feel getting like used to this place or getting to know this place organically. They're not just shoving information down your throat. The pacing is great. This is my favorite show right now, and I feel like I'm gonna follow this show all the way to the end. Really excited to see what's coming up next with Gangsta. That's pretty much it for my top 5. Go watch all these shows. They're freaking awesome. Freaking love these shows. At the moment, I don't know, I might not like them in a few weeks, but who knows. I have an honorable mention though in my / guilty pleasure show. It's called Monster Musume, something like that. It's a harem. I don't like harems, okay? But what the show's doing is it's interesting. It's crazy and it's funny. It's this guy who has a harem of girls, and they're half monsters. It's crazy. So there's like, one of them's a snake, one of them's like a bird thing, one's like a horse, there's a spider, other creatures involved in this harem. So it's crazy. And then one thing I don't like about harems is where the guy's like, oh, I'm not gonna like do stuff with them, like fucking because it's wrong. It's against my moral code and stuff like that. This guy can't do it because it's illegal and he will go to jail. So that's why he doesn't do it. And that's why I fucking like that shit. Because I hate it when there's no explanation. Just like, I'm not gonna do it because it's wrong. Like, fuck that shit. If I was in a motherfucking harem, I'll be fucking all day. There's also reverse harems where it's a girl with a bunch of dudes that love her, and those are gay harems for Abel. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this episode. like, share, and subscribe, and shows that you guys care. It really means a lot to us when you guys give us the feedback on all this stuff. Tell me, what are your shows that you like? You know, what stuff you're watching? Maybe I didn't mention it. If I didn't, I'm sorry, but this is what I like. Like what you like. Follow the Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Geekjar3000. I also have Twitter, which is RAFA'S1000. So before I close out the video, I just want to read the comments from the last episode. It was episode 4, where I talked about Yuri and Yaoi couples. We have someone named Crazo, Kenny. He said, the suggested videos for this episode are interesting, to say the least. They are. Watch them. They're good. And the last comment, which is Hector, he put, Oran Host Club. I fucking love that show. One of my first animes that I watched that got me into anime. Definitely approve of that. And he also spelled anime wrong, which he had a whole nother comment telling me that he spelled anime wrong. Thank you. Oran Host Club is an awesome show, by the way. Freaking love that show. I've seen it like 3 times already. So, good show. Can't think of anything else.
Yeah!
Bye!
Jesus Christ.